Good morning. I'm Alex Johnson, President and CEO of Capital Workforce Partners, and it is indeed my honor and privilege to be here this morning in partnership with the Hartford Foundation for Public Giving, the City of Hartford, the State of Connecticut, and other partners to celebrate and highlight the investments that are being made to support young people having opportunities for summer jobs this summer. We also want to speak to the importance of providing opportunities for our young people to have summer experiences. As a Capital Workforce Partners organization, it is our responsibility to ensure that employers have the talent that they need to meet their hiring demands. And as you know, in Connecticut, there is a labor shortage. Employers are desperately looking for talent. At any given point in time, there are over 20,000 jobs available to individuals within the state. Yet we're challenged with ensuring that those employers have the talent that they need to meet those demands and at the same time give them the talent to expand their businesses with additional individuals. The Summer Youth Employment and Learning Program is a key program that provides young people with the opportunity to learn careers, learn work readiness skills, understand the relationship between education and work, and it enables us to put them on a career path so that they can meet the demands that we have for them within our economy. The Summer Youth Employment and Learning Program is just that. It's an employment and learning program. It provides age-appropriate services to individuals 14 to 18. It provides, on average, 120 hours of experience over a 6-week period. It enables young people to get career information, work readiness skills, introduction to the workplace, and also the information that they need to understand the relationship between what they're learning in school and what the demands are for careers in our economy. So we believe that this program is critically important as we prepare our state and our economy for the evolving needs that we have to ensure that employers have the talent that they need, but more importantly, that our young people have the supports and the services that are necessary to engage them so that they can also meet their individual dreams and responsibilities to be able to take care of themselves and their families. So it's again my honor and privilege to be here this morning to announce this important program. I also want to acknowledge the partners that we have, because as Capital Workforce Partners, we support this effort, but we do this in partnership with a lot of people in this room. We work in partnership with the Connecticut Department of Labor, the Office of Workforce Strategies, the Department of Children and Families, the Department of Aging and Disabilities, Connecticut's Court Supportive Services Division, as well as our local partners, the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Hartford, the Community Renewal Team, the Center for Latino Progress, Our Piece of the Pie, the YWCA, and Ready CT. We collectively work to engage these young people to ensure that they have a meaningful experience and have the opportunity to learn valuable skills and at the same time earn some money throughout the summer program experience. So I'm also delighted to be here with two of our primary funders, and I'd like to acknowledge and introduce Mayor Arunan Arulampalam, the mayor of the city of Hartford, who will say a few words and announce the city's commitment to this effort. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Alex, and thank you to the full team here at Capital Workforce Partners. It is great to be here at OPP with all of you, and thank you to all of the providers who are helping allow for young people to be connected to summer employment. We at the City of Hartford view this as a really essential part of our outreach to young people. I say oftentimes, of the many investments we make, the most important investment we can make is in our young people and in the incredible future that they possess and the incredible potential they possess, and anything we can do to help bring that out, help them achieve the greatness that I see within each one of them, we try to do. And we are so privileged to have partners like the Hartford Foundation that is always at the table in that work. We appreciate the partnership of the state, and the state this year, the total workforce funding for summer youth went down from 10 million to 7 million statewide. But our Speaker of the House, who's from Hartford, made sure that Hartford would be made whole, put another $212,000 into the budget just for Hartford. And that has allowed us to continue to serve 800 kids this summer. And that is so important for so many young kids all across the city of Hartford. The city is adding to that a $1 million contribution because this is a priority to us, and we will continue to make this a priority to us. And I want to thank my staff from the Department of Family, Children, and Youth. Christina Baldwin is here, and some other members of the staff. Thank you for all the work you do for our young people. But the greatest stars of this show are the young people, and you guys are showing up. You guys are working each day to get better, to get smarter, to learn new skills, and we appreciate that. These summer jobs are, as Alex said, not just a job for now. It is a pipeline to the careers of tomorrow, and we are making sure that young people in the capital city are ready for the careers of tomorrow. And we're serving 800 people this summer, but I will tell you that there were 3,000 young folks who signed up who would like a summer job. And very often, older generations of people look at this generation of people and like to look down on them, say that they're not focused, that they maybe don't work as hard as previous generations. I will tell you that is not true. And if you want proof of that, it is 3,000 young people in the city of Hartford who are saying, please give me a summer job. I want to work this summer. I want to get a pipeline. I want to be on that pipeline to a career in my future. Young people are stepping up, and they want to have summer jobs. They want to be a part of building their own future. And so we will continue to work with the state to make sure that all of the young people in the city of Hartford who want a summer job are able to get one, because it is so important. Thank you guys for being there. And thank you to all of the partners in this room who make this possible, and we really appreciate it.
I'd like to now move to introduce another special guest, Jay Williams, the President and CEO of the Hartford Foundation, who is both a partner and a supporter and a funder of this space. So I'd like to introduce Jay Williams.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to all of the partners who are here today. There have been some words that you have heard already that you will hear again and again. Partnership. Nothing is possible without the partners that we have in this room who are represented here. And there are other partners who aren't in this room that we also thank. Investing in our young people. This is not an expense. This is not a cost. This is an investment. And with an investment, you expect a return. And we have already started to seeing the returns that our young people are bringing us, not just financial returns, but returns in the growth of their learning, their professionalism, their experience, and their contributions to the city of Hartford. The Hartford Foundation is pleased to invest $400,000 this year into this program because of the priority that the mayor spoke of. 39 years seems like a long time. It seems like a lifetime to you all. To some of us, a little older, doesn't seem that long. But I say that because it was 39 years ago that I was a 14-year-old young person who was participating in a summer youth employment program sponsored by a faith-based nonprofit. And although it was 39 years ago, I can draw a direct line from me as a 14-year-old in a summer youth employment program to all the things I've been blessed to see in my career, from being the mayor of the city of Youngstown to working in Washington, D.C. with President Obama to being here in the city of Hartford. Each and every one of those experiences I can trace back to 39 years ago participating in a program like this. So congratulations on your contributions, on your commitment. Getting up in the summertime isn't always easy. You laugh, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's not always easy. You're like, man, it's summer vacation. But this will pay off. You'll get money in your pocket. You'll get experience, relationships. You'll start your networks. It will pay off. So thank you all, young people, for your dedication, your commitment. And we are committed to helping more and more of the 3,000 young people that aren't a part of this program now to hopefully grow and to be a part of this program in a future year. So congratulations.
I'd like to also acknowledge that with the generous support of the Hartford Foundation, it is enabling us to add 2 additional components to the program. First, it will ensure that we have mental health supports for all of our young people. So their support is enabling us to ensure that not only do the young people get the experience, but the supports that they need to continue to build their careers. And then secondly, It is enabling us to run a special pilot where we're going to be connecting with young people who are in credit retrieval, who are going to school in the mornings to earn their credit so that they can graduate. And we're going to also connect them with a job in the afternoon to facilitate their education and work. So we're really proud that with this funding that we're able to add those additional features to the program. I'd also like to acknowledge Eddie Cajigas. He's the manager of community advocacy for the Department of Labor. As I mentioned earlier, the Department of Labor is a critical partner in this work, and we would not be able to do it without the support of the Department of Labor. So, Eddie.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Eddie Cajigas. I'm here on behalf of the Connecticut Department of Labor. The Youth Employment Program is a win-win. It helps young people gain work experience, build networks, and earn a paycheck, and helps create a stronger workforce pipeline for employers. While we hear about the impact of disconnected youth, Capital Workforce Partners, our piece of the pie, and other organizations today are on the front lines to help reconnect those young people to community, jobs, and their future. Investing in young people is vital to developing the next generation workforce. Youth employment is a way to get young workers into their communities, meeting new people, getting new perspective, and learning the responsibility and benefits that come with leadership. The Connecticut Department of Labor is deeply grateful to Capital Workforce Partners for bringing us together in this vital work. And we thank all the partners here and out there for everything you do every day to help our young people succeed. And again, I just want to acknowledge the young folks here. You're not just young folks, you are young leaders, striving leaders, and I look forward to your success. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you all.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce Chanda Robinson, who is the Chief Operating Officer with our Piece of the Pie, who is our host for this event, a very important player in this space. They're going to be providing support to a number of young people. So I'd like to invite Chanda to say a few words.
Thank you, everyone, and good morning. Again, my name is Chanda Robinson, Chief Operating Officer here at OPP. And I wanted to be able to say this moment is a celebration of what's possible. When we not only believe, but when we invest in our youth potential, when we center their growth, leadership, and opportunities. Thank you to the Mayor of the City of Hartford, Jay Williams from the Hartford Foundation, Capital Workforce Partners, the Department of Labor, Hartford Public Schools, Department of Children and Families, all of our partners, providers, advocates, and then most of all, our young people. You are the reasons why we are here, the reasons why we do this work. Summer employment, as mentioned, is more than just a job. It's a spark that ignites confidence, competence, and character. A path that begins here can lead anywhere. The possibilities are truly endless. And this 6-week experience can have an impact that lasts a lifetime. You've heard Jay's experience, and I've had a similar experience in seeing that through line and that thread from summer employment to where we are today. And let's be honest, a lot of us in the room probably can remember our first job, right? The awkwardness, but also the inspiring moments that stayed with us and shaped who we are and who we became. At OPP, we empower youth to succeed in education, employment, and life. And this right here is a shared commitment between state and city leaders, funders, providers, and a community of champions just like you who fill this room today. Thanks to this investment, Hartford youth will be able to earn, to build independence, develop new skills, and explore possibilities for their future. We're very proud to be a partner in this work. And as stated, this investment is a clear message that young people matter. You all matter. And that centering your growth, your potential, and your purpose strengthens our community that goes far beyond just a summer experience. So let's keep saying yes to our young people's development, to their dreams, and to their future. Thank you.
Thank you, Shonda. We also have a number of our young people here who are, recipients of these services, and we do want to hear from them as well. DJ Thomas is going to speak on behalf of the group. DJ?
So hello, my name is DJ Thomas and I'm currently a youth at OPP. And last year I came here looking for a summer job, looking for a check. But as I came here, I was welcomed by all of the staff, and that's something that I've never felt at other summer programs. I did things such as completing career training and building a bond with my mentor named Dion. And that's something that growing up, I didn't really have. So that's just something that I greatly appreciate. And he has helped me be more confident when it comes into being in the workplace and on and off. He's always had my back no matter what situation there was, to the point where he's becoming one of my lead like safe havens. That's just something that I could always lean back and he could always just help me with. I wasn't ready to move out of OPP. Being here, it just felt like another home to me. And he told me that one way I can be more involved is by joining the Youth Service Corps. You guys know what I did? I signed up for it. So that's the time, that's the thing about OPP. I've never heard of a program where kids come in and not only worry about a check. People come here because the help that they give you, the support you get help in so many different areas that you would never think that they can help you with. And I just feel like that's just something that needs to be heard more, and more opportunities need to be given to more kids. So now that I have finished my time with Youth Service Corps, I'm happy to be joining the summer youth employment, and I'll be working at a youth site called Baby, which is AKA Build a Better You, where I work with younger kids ages from 5 to 12, and I work with the capacity from 6 to 8 kids. And I also help train other younger counselors to be able to walk in my shoes. So at a point, I didn't see myself as a leader, but OPP is definitely one of the programs that has helped push me to become who I am today. Made me be more confident in my leadership capabilities. And yeah, so one of the best parts about OPP is the check-ins. The check-ins, that's the one thing I can always count on. They can check in on me, ask me how I'm doing. You don't get that a lot. Growing up, I always hear, your family is who's supposed to check in on you. And getting that from someone who's not family, that's just something that has changed me as a person. They always want to know how I'm doing. They always want to know an update. And they always are ready to advocate for anything when it on and off of the work site. And that's my testimony.
Good. Thank you, DJ. And you remind us all why we're here and why this work is so extremely important. And again, on behalf of Capital Workforce Partners and all of our partners here assembled, we thank our funders, the Hartford Foundation for Public Giving, the City of Hartford, the State of Connecticut, for providing us with the resources to ensure that our young people have opportunities for the summer. But as was mentioned, we still need to do the work, because we need to ensure that all young people who want a summer job have that opportunity. Right now, we're only able to support 1 in 3, but we have to continue to challenge ourselves to ensure that all young people have this opportunity. And as we do this, we are continuing to build the future workforce for the state of Connecticut and ensuring that we can continue to grow economically. So with that, I want to thank us all for being here this afternoon. Thank all of our partners and our supporters. Thank you, our young people, for being here. And we're looking forward to an exciting summer for this year. Thank you. That concludes our remarks. Any questions?
One quick question. Can you explain the difference between the youth summer employment and the youth service corps? Is there a difference between those two programs?
Yeah, sure. The youth service corps is a year-round experience. So a young person can remain in that experience for 1 year, upwards to 2. So if they've not gotten all the developmental support that they need, then they can extend their experience. Summer youth employment is a 6-week experience, and it's geared toward more in-school, young people, to give them access into these opportunities and give them exploration and learning. So one is just a little longer in duration than the other.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I have a question for the mayor. So you mentioned $1 million in funding for this program. can you give me a breakdown of what organizations will get a portion of that money?
Yeah, I mean, that goes into the pot that goes to CWP, and they divvy it up based on which organizations are able to serve kids. They want a geographical disbursement so that every neighborhood has organizations that are serving it. And so we are just funding the larger pot of summer jobs in the city of Hartford, along with the Hartford Foundation, state, and Capital Workforce Partners works with the youth serving organizations to figure out how they can use that to serve as many youth as possible.
And a second question, do you know what the future of Blue Hills will be? I know they were a major provider for this program in the city. Any word from the state on, I know they're doing like an audit of their finances, wondering if you have an update.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking to the state regularly to try to get a sense of what that's going to look like. I think we'll know more in the fall. We wanted to make sure that there wasn't a single young person that was left unserved because of what was happening organizationally with Blue Hills Civic, and OPP and other organizations stepped up to fill that gap. So last year we served 800 young people. This year we're serving 800 young people. The service of young people, which at the end of the day is a goal, will remain the same. Once the state has been able to sort out the finances on Blue Hills, I think we'll have a better sense from the city side of how we proceed. Thank you. All right.
Any further questions?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Going this way.
I feel like
Once you start